Everyone, welcome to the weekend update. This is the part of the week, the beginning of the week, where we kind of show you some of the things that came in on the weekend. This is a kind of a quick video, so let's get right into it. All right, we're going to start with some fresh water right here, and the first thing we're going to start with are these large tiger stripe silver dollars. We don't often get the tiger stripe silver dollars, and they're really cool, obviously, because of the tiger stripes that they have on them. This is a great schooling fish that can go with semi-aggressive and even with some aggressive fish as they get a little bit of size on them. We often get asked about silver dollars, and a lot of times we don't have them. I've got them now, and I've got some really cool versions of them. Right above them, I have the yellowfin CHALCEUS that we don't always have as well. These actually have pink fins on the tips. They're kind of cool because they look a little like barracuda. They're not super aggressive, so they will go with some semi-aggressive fish, but it's kind of cool that we have them in. Right next to them, we have some of the ropefish. We get asked about ropefish almost every single week, and we do tend to sell out of them fairly fast. But we've got some GLO-FISH also came in this week, and that's really cool because we've actually got a lot of them. One of the coolest things we have now are GLO-FISH angelfish. Yeah, just when you think they're not going to glow something else, they glow something else, and the angelfish is next on the list. We don't have them for sale yet, but we will very soon. Also, check out some of the Pristillotetras. The GLO-FISH came in looking really good this week, and they're perfect if you want a lot of color in a very simple freshwater tank. I always like to show really cool plecos when we get them in. And the blue phantom is one of the prettiest plecos that we get in. They're not super cheap, but they are super beautiful. They're a statement maker in just about any tank. And the ones that came in this week are fairly large. They're great at eating algae, of course, but they're also great from both a color standpoint and just a general beauty. If I can get them to hold still long enough for you to see them. So something we have that we don't typically have is a fish that works in and out of the water. We got cool little mudskippers, and Kevin has built a really cool tank for them. If you want something a little different that needs its own environment, but that is a very simple thing to set up, a good conversation starter are the mudskippers. You definitely want to check those out when you're here. And right above them, if I can find one in here, as they can be quite elusive, are the vampire crabs. We don't often have these, but of course, if you've got a tank that you've got, you know, just a little bit of water in and you want to do a really cool display, they're a great way to do it. Another fish that came in this week that didn't get shown in the video, came toward the end of the week on Friday, were the lemon Oscars. We get asked about these a lot, and they're not as easy to get, but obviously they have a yellow sheen to them and a lot more yellow color on white. This is a really cool Oscar. If you're a fan of South American and Central American cichlids, it's a must-have, and we have them. So a couple new fish that came in over the weekend. One is the EIBLI TANG. You've heard of the EIBLI angelfish. This is that angelfish's mimic. It is a tang. I've got a few of these in service. It's a beautiful fish. It's a great way to have that color scheme in a reef tank. Very hardy fish, really beautiful, lots of different color patterns. You'll see a lemon peel swimming back and forth right in between them, and two purple firefish that came in, along with a very young FOXFACE. Probably one of my favorite fish in all of saltwater is the NAVARCHUS angel, or the blue-girdled angelfish. This is one of the very few large-bodied angelfish that sometimes you can get away with in a reef tank. All angels like to nip at things, but this is one that is very conservative about corals and stuff that he picks with. But in a regular fish tank or any kind of fish tank, this is one of the best, one of the most beautiful of the large-bodied angelfish you can get. Showing off as if he is in a centerfold photo shoot is the DOGFACE puffer. It's one of the most common puffers that we have that come in, and this one is great. Lots of personality with the puffer. He has just found his spot on the sea fan and is showing off. Every single week we try to capture fish that don't want to be captured. This guy or this girl is absolutely fine to be captured right now. A lot of personality showing off, really, really cool fish. Super hardy tang for just about any type of tank, whether it be a fowler system, reef system, whatever, is the orange-shouldered tang. I won't say it's bulletproof, but it's pretty close. This is a great fish, very adaptable to almost any type of situation, and it's just a great all-over fish. And if you've got problems with aptasia, or maybe you've got some roe to feed, the COPPERBAND butterfly can be a very, very cool fish to have in your tank as well. Probably one of the most sold fish for saltwater is the diamond goby. It's great as a sand sifter. It's one of the best sand sifters. They can be very, very hardy with a ton of personality, and they're great to have as a bottom dwelling fish in almost any reef tank. They get along well with others for the most part. They're not very expensive and a great little fish. We got 2 or 3 of these this week. In the same family, I would also suggest possibly the Bella goby. It's a beautiful fish with lots of hues of pink and yellow. Sand sifting the same, great bottom dwelling fish, good reef fish, and not a fish we have all the time. Also got in 1 flame angel that came this week, Centropyge loriculus. This is a great reef fish, beautiful, beautiful fish. There's no color combination like this in saltwater that you can see for the money, and it is great in reef tanks. We also got a lot of corals in this past weekend. There's too many to show right now, but just know if you're in the market, whether it be frags or whether it be full colonies, I am going to show you one real quick. Check out this pipe organ. We've got lots of nice colonies. We got a green star polyp that is actually on a ship wheel. That's really cool. That came out of a tank. It's always cool when people are moving or they break down tanks, where we get big coral allotments of things that have grown for a while, and we have some of those this week. So if you're in the market for something a little bigger, a little fancier, we've got that as well. That just about sums up the weekend update. There's a lot more fish, there's a lot more corals, both fresh and saltwater, that we have. Oh, there's one other thing I want to show you real quick. Let's come this way. Because we haven't had them in a while, I got in a couple baby Tridacna maximas. And that one's being kind enough to open for me right now. But yeah, really cool. So definitely come by and check out. A lot of stuff came in this week. Fridays are a pretty big day for us. We tend to get 2 to 3 shipments in on Friday, and that's what this update is trying to kind of show you, is what we've got from the weekend. So if you like this update, you want us to keep doing the weekend update, we will keep doing it. If you'd rather just stay with the weekly update, we'll send you some more content of a different nature. God bless, have a great week, and we'll see you in a few days.